Hey everybody, I don't know if anybody's in here yet. I was kind of the time was up in the air about when I was going to be able to do this, or even if I was going to be able to do it. But um, looks like I got good signal. I got all 4 or 5 bars, but I'm right outside my mom's cabin. If you heard my mom in the background, she says she hasn't done any work up here at the cabin, so just excuse how it looks. My mom is a neatness freak, and she likes everything to be clean. So, hey, Robert Long. So we do have Robert Long in here. You say 1982 Trick or Treats 40-year anniversary. Well, I didn't realize that, Robert Long, but that's good information I have. So we got Robert Long up in here, and hopefully, I'm just kind of walking around outside. You can see Mom's cabin behind me. It's not real big. I think we got another person in here too, so we might have a full house here. But this is what it's like to live out in the sticks, guys. For those of you that don't know country living, this is country living. Um, this is, I didn't grow up right here, but I grew up on this property basically. So this is where the Evil Dead chick grew up at. Um, well, Robert Long, somebody dropped out of here. Maybe people are having trouble getting on here, but I'm hoping that we have several. I don't know how long I'll be able to film on here actually. I probably need to bring up the okay. Sorry about that, guys. I temporarily went off there. I'm doing this from my phone, so it's kind of a different experience. It's kind of disorienting a little bit. Now, when I actually start filming, you can see the cabin there behind me. When I start filming inside the cabin, I'm going to have to like change the view of the camera, and I promised my mom that I will not. I will not film her. So, hey, Texas, you say there's a madman out there? Uh, could be. If there was going to be a madman, he would definitely be here. Um, which, like I said, my mom has not been up to the cabin. And how long's it been, Mom? All summer long, she has not been up to the cabin. So if she ain't had time to do it, my dad has a little, I guess it's not a side business. It is his business now. I'll advertise for him. Red Barn Antiques and Collectibles. If you're ever out in this area, you can visit my dad's Antiques and Collectibles place. Um, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch the camera where it will be facing out and not facing me for a little bit, because I know you guys don't want to just see me. I wouldn't want to see me. Uh, let's see what happens here. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to keep my mom out of the shot. You can hear her laughing right there. So she did tell me that there are holes in her porch. So somebody's shooting a gun. That's another thing you hear out in the country quite often, especially this time of the year. And you can see Mom's got a picnic table out here. We used to have weenie roasts up here some when I was still living at home. some odd, some odd reason. Like I said, I'm trying to get used to. See, we're going inside the cabin now. Um, don't worry, Mom, I'm not filming. Um, yeah, Texas, it is important to remember to be careful. Because I almost tripped on a big pile of mud twice out there because I'm not used to like walking around without, with having a camera up in front of my face. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. But so it kind of looks like pioneer times in here. Yeah, mom's telling everybody she cooks on the wood stove up here. I actually was up here one time when she either made soup or a pot of beans. It was vegetable soup because Mom knows I love vegetable soup. So let me get a shot of the wood stove. There's my mom's wood stove. Actually, Dad got this for her. I think Dad put it in. So yeah, this is like a 15-year-old cabin, guys. Mom's got her a chair up here. She's got some curtains on the window. This painting. Oh no, that's not the painting. I thought at first that was the painting that my cousin Heather had done. She's the artist in the family, but no, this is just a picture. I didn't figure she would bring that up here, but I thought maybe she had for a decoration. You see Mom's pile of wood there that she puts in the wood stove. She's got a rocking chair in here. And what's good about this place, guys, is it's very peaceful up here for the most part. So, if you guys are very, if you live stress-filled lives, then you need to have somebody build you a cabin out in the wilderness. And we actually had to come up here on the four-wheeler. I didn't know we were going to have to come up on the four-wheeler or an ATV for those of you that are more city-fied. You don't call them four-wheelers. Probably call them ATVs. Well, I think ATV is all-terrain vehicle. But she's got some candles up here. I mean, this is just a nice little one room. No electricity and no running water. I mean, you are literally roughing it when you're up here. So, Texas said hi, Dana's mom. And he actually lives in Texas. Texas, did you hear my mom say hi? Yeah, my cousin Maddie lives in Texas with her family. But I'm getting ready to step back outside of the cabin, so I'm going to attempt not to film my mom because if she is on any of this video, she's going to be real mad at me. So, um, I don't want her to get mad at me. But there's Mom's got a rocking chair out here as well. She's got some more wood out here. There's the four-wheeler that we rode up here on. It was a very treacherous ride. I thought Mom was going to kill me. I haven't rode on a four-wheeler in a long time. So I'm just kind of, walking around out here trying not to kill myself. Filming some of the stuff around the cabin. I mean, guys, this is real wilderness. Look at this here. I'm going to try not to fall off here. I guess Mom dumped a mattress down there or somebody else did that. I don't know. Check that out. But this is just, it's really beautiful. And, like I've I've said before, I sometimes miss it out here, and I never thought I would. But into the, when you live in the country for most of your life and a lot of your adult life, and I just walked through a spider web, I think. Um, and then you move to the big city, it's pretty much an eye opener. But I mean, it is just beautiful up here, and when you're living here every day, you don't realize how beautiful it is. But well, maybe my mom does, but um, I have, oh, we got 4 people in here now. What'd you say, Mom? Yeah, Mom's saying, that's the other thing that I've forgotten about, the bugs. She said she hopes I don't get eaten up by the bugs. So I'm hoping Garrett is able to get in here because this was Garrett's idea, guys. You see Mom's cabin in the background here. But of course, if he doesn't get to watch it live, hopefully this should be on not Facebook, YouTube. Um, Welcome back, Robert Long. So, yeah, I've showed you about, most of the area around here. Um, there's a closer shot of the 4-wheeler. This is how we made it up here, guys. Um, so I'm gonna switch the camera back on me so I won't inadvertently film my mother. Okay. So I finally got that right. Robert Long, you said back in the days I lived on a farm and we had a lot of mosquitoes. Well, yes, there definitely are a lot of mosquitoes, and I'm probably going to go home today and be really itchy because they seem to want to attack me. And they attack my dad too. Mom says maybe it's because we're diabetics. Maybe the mosquitoes like us because we're diabetics. Yeah, I've had encounters with many wasps too, Robert Long. My brother actually, I think he got stung years and years ago by one of those red wasps, and they hurt. Basically, this was a mean little sucker. It crawled up on his foot and stung him. And Mom probably remembers that. You remember that, Mom? Where Jason got stung by that red wasp that time? Crawled up on his foot and just stung him for no reason. Dirt daubers, yeah, dirt daubers are a little bit annoying, but at least as far as I know, they won't sting you. So I am. You can see the deer horns behind me. Those are probably off of a deer that my dad killed at one time or another. Yeah, Dad's got deer heads, deer horns. I didn't film down at the house, but because I figured that you guys would be more interested in Mom's cabin than you would just, a double wide house. This seems to be more interesting, and like I said, me and Mom used to bring a portable DVD player up here with a screen and everything on it. Because as you could tell when I was walking around there, because there's no electricity, Mom doesn't have a TV or. Yeah, there's no plumbing in here either. So if you gotta go to the bathroom, there's no porta potties either. Mom has got a camper's potty, a camper's toilet. So, if you were up here and had to go to the bathroom, that is what you'd have to use. And everybody would pretty much have to vacate the area because, yeah, Mom could tell you stories about, having to use outhouses and, um, you would probably go to your granny's, Mom, wouldn't you? And, and didn't you take baths in a metal tub, like a wash tub? See, my mom's from the generation that took baths in wash tubs, those metal wash tubs. So some of you, was watching this. Well, back in those days, there were only a small amount of people that had a lot of money then, I'm sure. Um, so, Robert Long, you said we got a lot of Oit houses around here, Logan County, Kentucky, where I'm from. Yeah, I forget that, Robert Long, you are from Kentucky, aren't you? Um, Logan County specifically. Texas, you say, well, there's nothing like, and I'm going to read this out, so I hope my mom doesn't get offended. Texas, you say, well, there's nothing like a good piss on a tree, which guys can do that, or I guess women can squat and pee, but guys, I've said this. I said this before. I couldn't squat and take a pee when I was young, let alone now. So I was never good at it. So you don't want to get me out in the woods and I got to go to the bathroom real bad. We'll just say that. So, um, but guys, they can just, they can go wherever pretty much. So my mom says that's why God made you guys the way you are. So, okay. So I wasn't sure where Logan County was Robert Long. Do you mean it's close to Bowling Green? So that's where my brother and my sister-in-law and their family lives, is Bowling Green. That's John Carpenter country, for those of you that in the know, the director of Halloween, of course. Um, that's where John Carpenter grew up. He grew up in Bowling Green. That's why, when he made Halloween, you notice that there were, for anybody that lives in Kentucky or is familiar with areas of Kentucky, um, you will say, "Hey, that sounds familiar." Because I think in the second movie, even though John Carpenter didn't direct the second one, um, I think Russellville is mentioned. Now, if you live in Kentucky, Russellville will be familiar to you. Scottsville Road is a what? Yeah, Scottsville Road is mentioned. But I don't think Scottsville Road, they say over on the Scottsville Road, and that is mentioned in Halloween 2 as well, when Donald Pleasance's character, Dr. Loomis, is going around with the cop. Um, hey, John. Hey, Darren. Look, Mama got somebody from the UK. Darren's in here. My mom says hey to you guys. Um, Darren, you say that place looks pretty cool. Well, I'm sure my mom will take that as a compliment. John, you say, oh shit, watch out for Necronomicon or stop motion Linda carrying her head around. Yeah, this does look very Evil Deadish, which is another reason why I wanted to film here. Um, Robert Long, you say in between in Clarksville, Tennessee. Adams, Tennessee, the Bell Witch Cave. Oh, Robert Long, you live in Russellville? Okay, so well you're familiar with that. So we got 6 people in here, which I'm happy to have all 6 of you guys in here. I wasn't sure, because I was unsure of the time, um, that I was going to be able to do this. The time was kind of up in the air. So, I'm just making sure I haven't missed anybody's chat messages. Oh, Robert Long, you better be careful giving your zip code there, buddy. Somebody might show up on your doorstep. But, nah, I'm just kidding. You probably have to give your street address and everything, which I wouldn't recommend on the internet. Robert Long, you say, I sure do. I'll hear about Charlie Bowles. Yeah, that's something from Halloween as well. They talked about old Charlie Bowles and he went crazy. I keep having to switch arms or hands holding this phone because I'm trying to hold it out some so it's not like the fishbowl effect on my face. And the wind, you can probably hear the wind blowing around here. It is a beautiful, nice, very fall-like day today. Is there anything you guys want to ask me or ask my mom about the cabin? Or, like I said, she won't let me film her. So, unless it's from maybe her feet to her knees, she might let me film her. You guys hear that? She's talking about being a country woman. And you guys know I'm country. It doesn't matter if I move to Louisville or not. You can't you know how they say you can take the girl or boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of them. So I think I'm stuck with that. I'm stuck with this accent, which is okay. Most people find my accent charming, actually, but Robert Long, you say they should have made a Police Academy Halloween special movie. Well, that would have been interesting. Darren, you want to know how far is the cabin from your parents' house? Not really far. How far would you say, Mom, this cabin is from the house? She says about a half mile or a little less. Yeah, you cannot see this place from the house. I mean, we literally had to come up here through woods. So, um, I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying this because this is not just me sitting there in front of my computer talking about movies. This is a little bit different. And my mom is aggressively cleaning in there. And now she's sitting back down again. I maybe can, yeah, you can't even see in there. So Mom don't have to worry. I'm just kind of standing on the porch. Mom's telling me to be careful, it might fall in. I'm going to get these, I don't like. Yeah, my dad's supposed to build her a new porch. But, you guys have heard me say how much I was trying to get these spider webs in the camera, and I don't know if I can. Well, I think I did. I was walking around out back of here. Well, I didn't find any spiders, I don't think. But anyway, let me. I know what I can do. I can switch the camera around, and I can maybe get. I'm learning these. Oops, that was the front facing camera. All right, here we go. Um, I'm trying not to. Yeah, but you can see the spider webs a little bit. You can see the leaves hanging in them. And I'm not a big fan of spiders. I've told you guys that before. I scream like a little girl if they get on me. Um, but let me switch back to the other way. Darren, you say you got the location for the next Evil Dead there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Sam Raimi should come out here and make Evil Dead 4. That would be awesome. Um, John, you say Robert Long. I've been to Adams, Tennessee. It's cool. Robert Long, you said the Bell Witch Cave is very creepy. Mom, you ever heard of the Bell Witch? You should. There's all kinds of shows about it and stuff. You could probably find some, maybe on YouTube. I notice, but Wes might not know that I am filming up here. He may have to watch this later. Um, but like I said, like if I turn around like this, you can maybe see the area where we used to, right around this area over in here is where we used to have weenie roast. And my dad would come up here and bring the barbecue grill and grill up here sometimes too. But me and Steve brought pizza today from Wix, so we're not doing any grilling up here. Everybody got full on that pizza. John, you say agreed. Yeah, I went there 2011 and camped near it on the river. I remember there was a goat walking around like a dog, and we fed him cheese and crackers. John, you go a lot of neat places. You know, I can barely get Steve to go anywhere, and so we generally don't get to go too many places. But maybe y'all can see that. You see that little lantern my mom's got back there? It's hanging on the deer horns. Huh? Mom said she broke the lantern. I thought it looked a little worse for wear there. So yeah, I mean, again, guys, no electricity in here. No running water, no plumbing. So this is literally pioneer living, is what this is. I mean, no heat, no air conditioner. Yeah, except for the wood heat, of course. Texas, you say at John, was it Black Phillip? That would have been cool if it was Black Phillip. Robert Long, you say Mammoth Cave is fun? Yeah, Robert Long, I've been to Mammoth Cave, but believe it or not, I never went in the caves. And I'm not sure that I could go in the caves now. Mom's been in the cave, so. Huh? Oh, Mom said technically I had been in those caves because I was in her womb when she was in there. So technically I have been, but it was before I was born. So uh, Robert Long, you say when I was in middle school, we have field trips there. Oh yeah, there's no doubt that I went on. We never went on any field trips to Mammoth Cave, but I think they took us to Louisville Zoo one time. We went to Abraham Lincoln Park. Actually, Mom, you remember when me and you and Granny went? Granny just decided out of the blue to drive over to the Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, we went over in Indiana to the. I, do they call it his birthplace or do they call that just the? That's awful that I forgot. I went more than once. And, you know, I've been in the Kentucky Lake area. I mean, Dad would take us camping. Um, he's been out there actually in that area more than I have because he used to go quite a bit. But one time he took us camping in that area and it was cold. Remember that time we camped and it was so cold, Mom? But I loved it though. I mean, I don't know if I'd hold up very well now, but when I was a kid, I would have slept on a bed of nails when I was a kid though, just because that stuff was so much fun. Um, you know, but I used to love field trips when I was a kid. And then I used to love the family trips we would go on. I mean, we went to Holiday World or in Indiana or Santa Claus Land as it used to be. Yeah, I think my dad still calls it Santa Claus Land. Um, I've been to the zoo in Evansville. Um, yeah, but I think I went on a school field trip to the Louisville Zoo when I was maybe in grade school. Um, yeah, Rob, and I went in the haunted house. Mom calls it a spooky house. Um, Robert Long, yeah, I miss good old field trips and good memories. But when you're in school, sometimes you don't think it's that great. But boy, do you miss it when you're not, and when you got to be an adult and have a job and deal with all that mess. You would give anything to go back and be in middle school again and because it wasn't that hard. We kind of thought it was sometimes, but it wasn't. It was easy. Um, Robert Long, you said we're going on field trips with the school bus and buy McDonald's Happy Meals. Yeah, McDonald's Happy Meals used to be good, and they used to be bigger. It's like, have you seen those Happy Meal boxes now? Uh, Robert Long, you say I'm around 1986. We got about that. Got Kissy Fur figures and Happy Meal. Oh my gosh, 1986. I was like 10 years old, man. And I was probably at that time was visiting my cousin Heather a lot. And speaking of Happy Meals, my Aunt Pam would get us Happy Meals because that was a way to keep us happy was give us Happy Meals and McDonald Land cookies. And I'll never forget this. My Aunt Pam will pull up to the drive-thru at McDonald's and get a large Diet Coke with lots of ice, and she'd get us a bag of McDonald Lane cookies to split between us. I mean, and that was just when we were riding around. I don't want anybody to think my Aunt Pam starved us or anything because, but my Aunt Pam did not cook regular meals like my mom always did. So that was a little different. Yeah. I hate to say that my Aunt Pam's kids, my cousins, were latchkey kids, but they kind of were a little bit because Pam had to work. Mom was a little bit not privileged, but a little bit luckier that she got to be at home with us when we were growing up. But that didn't mean my mom didn't work hard. I've told you guys that mom did all the housework and kept all the laundry done up, had the meals ready. There was never a time my mom could be falling over sick and we could get off the school bus and there would still be a hot meal for us and for my dad. It did not matter. And so my mom definitely worked hard, and she still works hard. Um, hey, 71, you say, hey, nice view. Yeah, this is a very nice view up here. Mom, we got 8 people in here watching this. This ain't like Dead Pit. They have like 100 and some people in there, but this is good. Uh, Robert Long, you say they bring back the Halloween ones. Well, that's cool. Uh, let's see. 71, you say you're with Blissful. Blissful is Texas's girlfriend, by the way. And so 71 and Blissful are setting bats out in the drama community, LOL. But that sounds pretty cool. Um, Again, I know you're not getting to see my mom, but hopefully, don't listen to her. I mean, my mom is, in my opinion, of course, she's my mom, but my mom is one of the most beautiful women, and she's gonna be 66 on her birthday, and I still think my mom's a beautiful woman, and um, I may, if I don't lose connection when we go back down the path or the non-path or whatever you want to call it, I may try to film inside Mom's house if she don't mind. I was just wanting to show some family pictures. You can. Mom surely won't care if you look at a picture from when she was pregnant with me. Uh, oh well, yeah, we can show those. And my hair's getting totally messed up, by the way. I'm so sorry if I'm scary, but I pulled my hair back in a ponytail before me and Steve left today. And the wind, of course, is just like tossing it around everywhere. Oh, the wind will be. Um, Texas, you say 71. That cast was super early this morning, but I'm glad I was awake. Oh, goodness. But we got 9 in here right now. So I think that's a pretty good number. I don't want to cut this off because I may go in and out of the studio, the StreamYard studio, but I'm not gonna, cut this off because I'm afraid if I cut it off, then I'm gonna have to go back and reschedule it, and then there'll be two different streams on there, and 71. You say I stirred up a fight in another one after. Oops. But it looks like maybe Wes is probably busy. Otherwise, I'm sure he'd be in here um, talking about some stuff. Uh, but I do want to remind y'all again that I will be doing a second stream this evening um, for the Savage Streets watch along. So anybody that wants to join in on that, let me know. And I'm going to try to I should have already done this, but you guys know how I am. I wait till the last minute for everything. I'm going to try to find a good link for Savage Streets in case you guys want to watch it on YouTube. Hopefully, I'll be able to. Otherwise, I'm going to be dragging my DVD out and hooking up my drive to my computer. And you guys know how lazy I am about that. I don't really like to do that, but I will if I have to. And Mom's like, I don't know if she saw a cobweb or what. She's got her broom out and she's sweeping at the ceiling. Um, but we do have that coming up probably about 7 tonight, 7 Eastern time. And Steve, as far as I know, unless he tells me something different, I think he's already advertised for it. He's supposed to be doing his stream for about an hour at 6 this evening. So I don't know if Mom's ready to head back or she wants to stay up here for a little bit longer. Or okay, so guys, what I'm gonna do, so 71, you're gonna be there at 7. Awesome. Again, I'm gonna it's gonna temporarily pause me, I guess is what it's gonna do, because I'm gonna take myself out of the studio, but I'm not gonna cut this off. But when we get back to the house, because I don't want to be filming when I'm on the four-wheeler, I'm liable to lose my phone or lose my life because I fall off four-wheeler and then Mom will run over me. So I'm going to temporarily go out of the studio. I'm not going to end this, and I will be back in just a few, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. I survived my trip back to to my mom and dad's house, and the phone's ringing, and you can't see uh, my dad in here. Oh, we don't know where my dad is. I was gonna try to get some footage of dad, but we don't. Yes, dear, but I would like to say bye to my parents. I told mom that you were probably walking the floor down here. Sorry, guys, I was just talking to Steve. Anybody want to see Steve here? There's Steve. Steve's tired. Um, Let me see. I probably missed some chat messages. Yeah, 71. Oh no, don't four wheel and film. Yeah, definitely. I did not do that. Um, Texas, you want me to tell my mom to give me back the Necronomicon? Um, Hey, the poet, I haven't seen you in here for a while. Are you asking anyone seen Halloween Ends? Me and Steve might, but it'll be at home. I don't think we're going to go out anywhere and see it. Texas, you say most likely. Steve, is there any word on the new Friday the 13th? Menelec, you say, I saw the title and initially thought it was a cabin in the woods watch along. Sorry about that, Menelec. No, actually, that was. Did you get to see any of the stream of when I was actually up at the cabin? Uh, Texas, you say it's kind of has been Menelec. I told Dana there was a madman in the woods. Um, we still got five people. Dad's not in here, Mom. Oh, well, Steve says it's time to go. Well, I told her. But I promised y'all that I would, let me switch there's Steve there. I've got the camera. Oh, maybe he was. But I promised you I was going to show, since my mom won't let me film her, I'll show you a picture. Maybe y'all can see that. That's my mom and dad when they were very, very young, and my mom was pregnant with me. Mom was 19 years old there, guys. That's a picture of my nephews. Oh, here's a picture of my dad and my papa, who's, see, I don't know if you can see my papa real good there, but hopefully you can. My papa was a good guy. He was one of those workaholic farmers. He believed, and Papa had a temper too. I mean, he was a good guy, but he had a temper. Well, was he in his early 60s or late 60s? My papa was 62, guys, when he passed away. Um, and my dad is going to be turning 66 on his birthday, so that's just wild to me to think that my papa died at 62. My dad's going to be, well, I guess I did too. You can see pictures on, I know a lot of people have pictures on their fridge. Here's me when I was much, much younger, my hair and pigtails there, little round face. And here's my brother when he was young. That's my Aunt Teeny and my granny. Both of them passed away now. Um, there's my brother and sister-in-law and their two boys. Steve probably thinks I'm crazy filming this stuff. It's like, what in the world do you want to film stuff? But people find it interesting, I guess. There's There's my granny and granddaddy years ago. That's my mom's parents. They're both no longer with us. Um, Here's my dad's mom. She is still with us. And you just got, here's a picture of the actual farm. I don't know if we can get that good, but that's like an aerial shot of my papa's farm, actually. And you guys probably can't see that good, but that's my dad and his brothers and my grand and papa. Um, my uncle Johnny, he passed away many years ago, so he's no longer with us either. Steve, I'm gonna go outside real quick and talk to Dad. So we're headed outside because my dad don't care. He don't care at all if I film him. I could film him all day. He'll probably show y'all some antiques or something. Uh, are y'all interested in buying any antiques? There's my mom and dad's dog, Hannah. She's a little fur ball here. See if we can find Dad out here. Not sure where he's at. Mom said he was out here. There he is. Dad, you want to be live on this live stream? We got like 5 people in here. This is my dad. You want to try to sell anybody some antiques? This is his Ray Barnes. He's oh, I may have to go back in because I'm sure people won't want to be filmed by me. But Dad might be having a customer here, so we'll head on back around here. So I'm just about ready to end this, guys. We've been on here about an hour. In between doing the cabin stuff. Hey, Hannah. What? My mom says the front yard looks better, but I was coming in because Dad's got some people that going to buy something maybe, and I'm sure. Yeah, they just pulled up. That's why I come back in. Mom, I'm not filming you. I'm going to turn this back on me so Mom won't think that I'm going to film her by accident. But here I am. So I'm getting ready to cut this off because Steve is saying it's time to go home, and we don't want to make Steve grumpy.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, Steve says it's time to go. So, let me go back here. So, guys, I want to thank you for, this going along with me on the little visit to my mom's cabin, and allowing me to show you family pictures. It's kind of dark in here. This is my old bedroom, guys. But nobody stays in here much anymore. My mom sleeps in here. So it didn't have all this stuff in it whenever I was in here. And of course it had, horror movie posters and stuff on the walls when I was staying in this room. But this is my childhood bedroom. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, this is where I slept and where I spent most of my time, unless I was watching TV in the living room. But Mom must call a mouse. But anyway, guys, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me while I did the live stream at the cabin and allow me to share a few family photos and stuff with you guys. Maybe we can do this again sometime, maybe do a kind of on the road type of thing or something. Maybe when me and Steve go to see Dawn of the Dead in 3D. Maybe I can talk him into that. But I thank all you guys for hanging out. We've only got about 3 people left in here, so I must have run everybody else off. So I will see everybody hopefully tonight around 7ish for the Savage Streets watch along. So as usual, I'm going to skedaddle on out of here for now. And I will see everybody on the flip side, which will be at around 7 tonight. So y'all have a good rest of your afternoon, and I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.
Did I have my band made up?